again. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I'm so embarrassed because every time I put lipstick on, Nikki always tells me I have stuff on my teeth. So can you tell me, is there anything on my teeth? Just kidding, guys. We're just kidding around. Some light humor. Take one of my little girls, little TEMU. Okay, so I haven't been on recently because as I've told a few of you, my mum is having some medical issues, as you do when you get older. So I have been spending an awful lot of time. Well, I've spent 3 days with her. We had to go to the hospital back and forth a couple of days in a row for specialist appointments and tests. So I apologise, I haven't been on, hence the reason I'm doing a live. But I just, I have to go back to her house on Monday because she's having more tests, and then I'll stay the night again, and I will probably... I have to go back to her house on Monday. Yeah, so we have to go testing, maybe a test on Monday, possibly Tuesday, so I'll stay the night just in case, because I will have to take her, and there goes my nail, which I will have to glue back on. Yeah, so, and then Tuesday she has a specialist appointment in the afternoon, so I will just simply stay the night, and that way I can sort everything out for her. I will get your comments up in a sec. Oh, this is terrible now. It doesn't come out. The glue doesn't come out. So how have you all been? I do apologise I haven't been around. It's just that Mum's getting older, so things do happen, and, I worry about her. And so rather than make her drive around the place by herself, which is not real good at times, I have graciously offered to take her places because I, as well as spend time with her. And we do have a good time together. We get on well. So, yeah, so I've been shopping as well while we were waiting for hospital appointments. I thought, okay, we'll go to Kmart and have a look around. And, yeah, but she doesn't want to share what's going on with her just yet, so we'll leave it at that. And, yeah, so how is everyone? I hope you're well. Hi guys, hi Laurie, hi Deborah, hi Larice, hi Jacelia, how are you guys? Thank you so much for popping in. Now, so first of all, I'm going to do a Kmart haul. It's a very small one. I did go out and buy some stuff as friend mail, and I have also bought extra crafting materials. And I have also gone to, where was the other place we went? We went to Kmart, and then we went somewhere else, which I can't remember. But I do have a TEMU haul as well. So first of all, I want to show you this. Now, this is a diamond painting. So if you join Peter, thank you so much for getting me back into diamond painting. And I saw this and I just thought it was really lovely. I used to do 3D cards, and these were the sorts of cards I did. Now, this one is for a special lady that her name starts with M and ends in So that's for her, and I actually bought one for myself. And last night when I came home from my mum, it has extra large beads, little special ones, but it's all like black and white. You do get your little diamante bow, your little gel, and your pen. And I'll show you what it looks like completed, because I couldn't help myself. I stayed up and did all that. So yeah, so I have been worried about Mum, and the first night I stayed over, I woke up at 3:30, couldn't sleep, got up and sat down, and then Mum said, oh, you can't sleep either. No, so we both got up and we watched telly and did whatever. And then the second night I stayed, I was up at 2 o'clock and just stayed up, and then she got up to go to the toilet. I heard rustling in the background, and she got up, and I'm sitting in the dark with my iPad, and I just said, oh, good morning, Mum. But this is what it looks like finished, guys, and I think it's gorgeous, and I'm going to frame that up. And I don't know if you can see all the beautiful little diamantes. but it's really pretty. So yeah, I have to get the folds out of it, but that's for Mum, the other one. So I just wanted to show you, and I also wanted to show you this. Now remember I showed you this. This is a TEMU one, and they are random. You just get a random one, and it's got pretty little flowers. Now these trees can either be like a cherry blossom or something like that, and then it's got a little castle there and whatever. But these are the ones that you need. They need to have the hole in them, and I have bought, they're called incense, and they have 10 different scents. There's lavender, lily, peppermint, rosemary, orange, tea tree, lemongrass, apple, rose, and lemon. Now I don't remember if I got these on Temu or not, but that's that's what they look like when you get them. So they're about that size, and they have to have the hole in the bottom. Now unfortunately I can't show you how they work because I have got my fan on. I went and bought a new fan, guys, because the ceiling fan doesn't reach over here. The ducted air takes too long to do the room. So I went and bought a fan at Costco. Now I do believe I showed it on my Costco walkthrough, the toy walkthrough. I did show it briefly, I think. And what it is, it's called I think it's a Woohoo. A Woozoo. This is the remote, so it's called Woozoo. So WOOZOO, and it does everything. You can either have it sitting on the desk because it's got a short plugs in. It's got like a 2-prong that you plug in, and so you can have it swivel so it can go side to side, or it can do this. It does a whole 360. The whole top of it reminds me of, okay, it looks like, you remember in the old hairdressing salons, the women had those things that used to sit on their heads when they had curlers put in. The top looks like that, but it's obviously a cage because it's a fan, and it can go completely 360. It just goes all over, and it can swivel as well. And the remote, you can do all that on the remote. Now I've only got it on half speed, and it has a timer as well. I think they were $129 at Costco, and I tell you what, I love it. I can feel the breeze here. This is why I got it, because I get so darn hot and sweat. So yeah, I'm just going to catch up on some thingies. Yes, my teeth are clean as a whistle now, because did you see the blacked out tooth that I did just for you guys? Yeah. So, and Laurie, thank you so much too for posting up that little video of Benoit. I love that guy and was happy to help. And I have sent cards to both your family and to Benoit, so you can read it to him and tell him I want to be his pen pal from Australia, and tell him that I want to keep in touch and see how he's going. Okay, so first up we're going to do this little bag of haul. And this one was from, let me see, I think, this one was Target. And I'm just catching up on my arts and crafts bits and pieces. Now this one's not is it? Now this one does not give me it doesn't give me a, you know, itemized account. Anyway, oh, hang on, what's this? This must be it. No, it was Bargain Central. Was that it? Must be Bargain Central. No, so the Target one must be a different one. Okay, so this one, so I got double-sided tape, but if you have a look, it's really thick. It's probably about maybe 1 centimetre, maybe 2. Not quite 2, just under 2. And the reason I buy this one, guys, is when you have soles in your feet, you know, the soles of your shoes, and when you take your foot out, the soles come out. Do you hate that? I do. I know I do. So what I do is I take them out and I put this thick double-sided tape all through the sole on the bottom. I then peel all the sticky stuff off, push it back. I fold it so that it doesn't stick, push it all the way back to the toes, and then release it and push it down. And then when you take your foot out of the shoe, they don't come out, the soles don't come out. And that's why I absolutely love these. And they're normally not very cheap. But these ones, let me see. I should have done this before. Uh, let's see. Now, I did buy other stuff that was, I bought a lot of stuff for an overseas friend of mine, friends that I'm going to be sending another parcel. I can't find this one. What is it? Oh boy. I think it was only $2.99 or some ridiculous thing. Two each envelopes. No. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just not. I've been all over the place this week. It's been a really, you know, I slept in today till 5:30, so I've had no sleep really in the last 3 days, and driving all over the countryside because the hospital is in town, so I had to drive in town a few times, and half the results weren't in yesterday, so we're still waiting for that. So a lot going on, guys. I do apologise. Okay, I know where the envelopes. Okay, so these ones are square card stock with envelopes. Now I believe there's 6. So there's 6 cards and envelopes, and this is, geez, I'm bad, aren't I? I did get 2. Okay, so the square envelopes, they're $5.98. So they work out to about $1 each because there's 6, so $1 each. And I like the square ones because I can do my origami folding and then put that onto the middle and make a really nice picture. Now, I did buy 2 of those. So these ones are foam mounting squares, and they are also, they're about, I don't know, they're about the size of the top of my finger. And I like them for when I put sentiments on cards. You can lift them up and give it a little bit of dimension. And those mounting squares, again, I bought 2 packets of these, but I can only see 1. Mounting squares foam, 940 pieces in here, and they are $2.50 each. Now oh no, that's these ones, sorry, they're the $2.50 each. They're just the little squares, and I use them for putting little 3-dimensional pictures. The little bracelet I got, Mum gave me yesterday, and I love it. Just thought I'd tell you because I quickly put that on. I forgot to. Okay, now double-sided tape. These ones are $3.99 each. So we got that out of the way. And what else? The mounting squares. How much are they? Now that one's got, there's 250 little squares. And it costs, okay, there we go, 250 pieces adhesive, and they are $2.99 for those. And there's 250 on there. So that's that. And I also bought, I thought, I always buy black hair ties, and I thought, no, I'm going to go white, that way you don't see them. Plus I want to start wearing little hair pieces and things. I've got to start being a little bit more feminine. Oh, by the way, now if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Diane, and if you're not new, you know that my hair goes all the way to my waist, right? No longer. Guess what I did, guys? I got so fed up with the heat, and I did have my hair in 2 layers, and so when I had my hair up, the hair at the very bottom obviously went all the way to my waist, but the other layer was about here, and so the bottom half was always thinner. So I actually cut all my hair off to here. So I now have a big mushroom head, and my hair is only to here. So I actually did pull the hair back, and I did cut it, and I did get it pretty straight. I checked it and it looked okay. So next time when I have my hair down, just don't be shocked that there's no hair, because when I turn around now, look, there's nothing. There's very little hair. But I'm going to let it grow again because I want my hair back down to my waist. Okay, just thought I'd let you know. Next up, I have got reusable baggies, and there are 100 pieces in there. And what do I need them for? They are resealable, and they are $2.50. And I use them for little bits and pieces, sometimes even for the little diamantes, you know, when you're doing a diamond painting. Let's move that aside, guys. Yeah, let's catch up on some of these messages. Yeah, I know that he can't can't read or write, Laurie. So I know that you're gonna collect his cards for him and read them to him. So yeah, I will definitely do that. And yes, you can get him to ring me on the phone if you are with him, just at the same time that you did last time. However, I was in my pajamas when you rang last time. That's okay, I don't mind. How is everyone going? Okay, Joe Celia, are you okay? Yes. Oh, Laurie, your mum broke her pelvic bone. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. She's at an age where she is confused, so she's like a toddler. How old is your mum, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that's sad. Okay. Oh, poor mum. I know, we worry about our mummies. Okay, this next haul is from, this one might have been the, which one is it? This one is from Kmart. And I did buy a lot of other, I did buy more stuff, but they are for gifties. So I won't be divulging what I paid or anything. But these, I bought these pens, which I thought were really pretty. And you could get them in the red or the blue. And I don't know if you can see, but you are supposed to be able to get like a glittery effect. So when you make your cards, so I have opened them to show what they are. They reminded me of a syringe because they just look weird. So this end is where the pen is. Now that was clear, but you have to pump it. So you pump it. So you actually pump it, and then the paint comes here. And then it is really wet. As you can see, it's really wet. Now I will show you. And they are like a paintbrush. That is really soft. So it is exactly like a paintbrush. And there's 4 different hues. So 4 pump pens. And that's what they look like close up. I should probably put it here so you can see with the light. But they're glittery. And when I first started painting with them, I couldn't see a difference. It's not until it dries, and I don't know if you can see, but it gives a sheen, and it also gives a very light glittery effect, which I thought would be really nice when you do a card, like even like the butterfly here. You can accentuate the edge of the wings by just giving it that little pearlescent. That's the word. It's like a pearlescent, and it has very, very fine glitter as well. So they're really pretty, and I'm going to use them with my card making. So, and they were not very expensive. They were only, the glitter markers, they were $5 for 4 pens. And there's quite a bit in there, and you can actually see the glitter in there. And I love those. They're really pretty. Your mum's 82? Yeah, my mum's 87. Yeah, I know, they do go like, I think I'm the one that's going like that, Laurie. Poor mum was so tired, and she's having trouble with her ankle as well. Her ankle locks up, and there's absolutely nothing they can do for her ankle. Okay, now this next little thing I have taken out of the plastic, and it is a cherry soda little notebook. And what this one is, let me have a look. Okay, novelty notepad. This one was $4, guys, $4, and it's the cherry soda. And this is the straw, but look, the straw is actually a pen. So that's cute. And inside you just have little cherry sodas. And so you can draw, you can colour in, you can paint, you can journal, you can do whatever you like. And the pen just sits in there like that. $4. I love that. And I love the little cherries. Oops, and there goes the pen. Yes, the pen, that is really cute. I love it. Okay, next up I have bought some more cardstock. Now this is a 50 card and envelope cardstock pack, and you get 10 colours, which are in pastel. They are the lovely pastel colours. So you've got your blue, 2 blues, 2 purples, 2 orange, one orange, 1 pink, 2 yellows and 1 green. And they're absolutely beautiful. I do use these a lot. However, they are smaller than the usual standard Australian size. So, because they're China, from China, because everything from Kmart is China. But I like them because they just, they're a good size. I can make nice pictures out of them. And then I bought, please press the thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Laurie, for reminding everyone. Yes, please do, because it helps my channel to grow. I feel like I've broken my chair. Do you remember last video I did? It cracked. It's not broken, but it feels broken. A bit like me at the moment. Okay, this is an ombre glitter cardstock. Now, I will pull some out and show you. There are 24 sheets and 4 colours. And I'll show you the different colours. Now, these I use to die cut sentiments and then put them onto a card. So there's ombre. So they're different colours up the top and the bottom. And I will show you the different colours. So we've got, this is like a pinky grey. So it's grey and it goes into a pink. And if I put it up against a different colour, you'll see the difference. This one is variegated, so it's got the different coloured ombres. Can you see that, guys? I'll put it towards the light a bit. And then we also have, so that's grey and green. And then we have a blue and a pink. Well, this one's green purpley and this one's like a pink. So, and there are, how many of each card? And they are quite thick. They are, how much GSM? They are 190 GSM. Which is grams per square metre. So there's 6. There's six of each sheet because there's 24. So they're the 4 colours, guys, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them, and they just make really nice. Now you can, when you do the sentiments, now that one's got the most variegation, but there's the colours. And what you do is you can use this as a background. So you can use plain white cardstock to die cut your sentiment and then pop it onto this with some foam tape and then just fussy cut a little border around it. Or you can use this as your sentiment as well. So it can be either or. Now also what I've done, I will put that back in the plastic, otherwise they're going to go everywhere. Because I just ran out of this sort of cardstock for sentiments, and if you just use white, it's okay, but sometimes it sort of blends into the picture a little. I have been busy making more cards. I've got more cards than I could ever need. I've got enough cards to last me a lifetime, guys, and that's why every now and then I do give out packs of cards, and I'm trying to sell things. I don't know how to have my own online shop. I am trying desperately to learn how to have an online shop. And then I bought 3 packs of this set. And these are just the plain foil cardstock. This one has 5 different colours. Again, 20 sheets. So there's 4 of each sheet. And they are A4 size. They are also 190 gram per square metre. 190 GSM, which indicates the thickness. And they are simply, now these colours are really hard to distinguish. There's supposed to be 5 colours. Yes, there is, but they're so close that you can barely see the difference, guys. But that's okay, I don't mind. That's just showing you what's available. And I've got to keep an eye on the time because my iPad does go empty really quick. The other day when I was at Mum's, it said it had 23% in it and then it just died. So if for some reason my iPad just dies, it's not because I don't love you. It's because my stupid iPad's just decided to turn off. So I am keeping an eye on you on my phone. So I am keeping, I'm keeping an eye on you guys so that I can see if it's died. And I'm hoping no one rings me because then you won't hear me. And then my lips, the lip syncing's all out. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Now I will tell you Okay, so this cardstock pad, let me see. What have we got here? Okay, so the blah, blah, so cardstock pad A4. So the glitter one was $6, and these ones, the 3 packs, were $4 each. So, and as I said, that's 60 pieces of card. I won't run out anytime soon. And I also like using that as a background if you're doing like a space, like when I do space journaling. You know, if I do a spaceship, that sort of thing, these will come in handy for that as well, because I can make little stars. So it's all got all things in mind for all these things. I love the ombre papers too. Oh, that just had a little bit of skin on my coffee because it's going cold. Your mind's also going, Laurie. Yeah, probably the stress. Okay, love the foil cardstock. Thanks, Deb. I do too. Do we have the Dollarama yet? No, they still haven't changed it. It is called at the moment Reject Shop, but I found out that all the reject shops have been bought up by Dollarama, which I believe is a Canadian company. Is that right, Laurie? So they are changing over to a Dollarama very soon. However, it hasn't happened yet, so I don't know exactly when they're going to be doing that, but it will be happening. Okay, so this is a 2-pack resin teddy bear mold, and I will show you, and I'm planning to make little key rings. Okay, these ones are only $2. $2 for a set of 2. So I can do 2 at a time, and I also have hauled previously, so they're only about this big. So they're only a couple of centimeters, but they're very detailed, and as you can see from the front, they're very cute. So what I want to do is I have in previous hauls have hauled from TEMU, no, from Kmart as well. They had the glitter and the sequins, as well as the little clay pictures and things. You know, the little, they're like little clay beads, but they're flat. Because if you put paper or plastic, is it plastic? Maybe paper. If you put paper things in with your resin, it can melt those. So that's why you have clay ones or sequins, metallic. Because if you put anything other than that, like wax or something like that, they will melt. So that 2-pack is only $2, so that's good value. Next up we have, of course, my blue sticks. Now, these are from Kmart, so it is the Anko brand, and I have found that they're not as good as the Yoo-Hoo sticks or the Blue Glue brand. And these, yeah, if you use, I'll just tell you now, if you use this sort of paper, if you use the glitter one, it is very hard. You cannot use a glue stick to glue onto it. You have to use a PVA glue or a white craft glue, or another sort of wood glue, but because it won't stick. If you use a glue stick to stick down paper or card onto this, eventually, like maybe in a day or 2, you can just pull it off. So you have to use wood glue, PVA glue, to glue onto that, or a very good white or clear craft glue. Do not use these on them because it will pull off. Ask me how I know. Okay, next we have the last thing. Now, Mum bought some pillowcases, and they came in these little pouches, and she was going to throw them away because it had the little sign on there. And I unpicked all that because it was sewn on, and it was like a plastic thing, a hard plastic, and I just took it off, and I'm going to use these as little gift bags. And I'm not saying who they're for, but they are cute. And this little bee bag is from TEMU, and it is gigantic. and I use it for all my shopping, and I have 2 of these. I don't know if you've seen my other one. My other one is a Van Gogh Starry Night, and I use these whenever I go shopping, and they are permanently in my side pouches of my handbag, or purse as you call it in America. And I always carry these, and they just simply fold up into a little pouch that they come in, and I sit that in my side pocket of my handbag, and they are just so darn handy. I will have to update this one soon because it is getting old, but there you go. And that just sits in my little pouch with my little bottle of hand sanitizer. So I love these. That will be going straight back in my handbag. Last item is this little, now I have already opened these, clear packing cube for, it's a 2-piece, and you can use these for when you travel. You can use them as pencil cases. You can use them for whatever you like, really. I'm using mine for makeup and medication. Now, I'm just showing you the difference. They're identical. This one still has the protective film on it, and this one has been removed. And that's what it looks like. So you still have to remove the clear plastic, but that's what they come out like. And they are really good. They're double zipped, which I always appreciate when they put double zips, mainly because if one fails, you've still got the other one. And they just are a little carry case. They're about 2 inches tall. And I'm going to use one for, as I said, my makeup, and one for my medications and whatever else. So they're really handy. They don't take up a lot of space. Really good. I'm going to put one in my backpack and one in my little carry-on suitcase. So they're really good. Yes, the Dollarama is Canadian. Oh, that's such a cute mold. Would you be able to make pop sockets? What are pop sockets? I don't know what they are. Now these were only $5 for the pair. So $5 for that. So I can throw that away now. I can throw all these little things away. I don't know what this Target one was. Oh, that was for the little baby set I bought. Okay, all good. Now for the TEMU haul, which is this one. I'm running out of space. Running out of space. Oh dear. Okay, I will put that there. And we'll bring that table around because I can't reach. Okay, so this way I don't have to have it sitting on my lap because it's plastic. Pop sockets are a way to hold your phone. Okay, you stick it into the back of your phone and you could pop the socket. Oh, okay. No, I don't know how to make them. I don't even know. I know what you mean now. I have seen them. Yes, definitely a good price on the zipper compartment thingies. Okay, so first up we have a handbag or purse, and I bought this because it was only $14.90, and it is still $14.90, and I absolutely love this. It's, well, it's now that I'm feeling it, I don't love it so much. It's more like a little, I thought it was a canvas, however it's a plastic, like a plastic, and it's got the textured look. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, it is pretty. I like the gold. I like that they don't have one of those labels with illegible, finally get there, illegible writing, you know, like the X, Y, K, W, Z, whatever they put on. But I love that it's got the tassel. I love the pink, the black, and the gold. So this is where you hang your keys. I don't know if I would do that though, because I feel like if I have that hanging on my back, anyone could take them. You could also use it to put glasses on. So you can put one little arm of your glasses, and you would tuck it so that it doesn't come out, but you can hang glasses on there. As I said, you can hang keys on there. And it is a backpack, which I love. It's a great size. There's a little zippered compartment here. Let's see, I just closed it. And it does go all the way to the bottom, guys. It's all the way. So I love that because I don't like it when it only goes that far. So that's a full size. But wait, there's a little secret compartment here, and there is another little shorter pocket which you can put your wallet. Well, we call a wallet a purse. In Australia, a wallet is a man's wallet for money. A woman's is called a purse, and a purse for you is a handbag. We call them handbags. And this one is to there, and it is even lined, and it's washable. It's like a durable washable. It has got a little side pouch, which is what I was telling you. That's where you put your little bags. There's another one on this side, and I love that it's got the pink edging. And then on the back, it's got the handle, and it has got, oh, these are for your, the D-rings are for your handle, but you can still, even though you've got the handle clipped on there, you can still hang your keys and your glasses off them. And it is adjustable strapping, so you can have it for a child or for yourself. But wait, there's more. In the back here, we have another double zip, which I love, and you can lock that. If you're traveling and you're using this for travel, you can put a zip tie through there so no one can open it. And here you have your handle, which I love that it's not so long. So I will pop that on because I will be using that. Or maybe I won't. I don't use the handles. But you can use that, and you can put it over your shoulder. What I normally do, now I do have, my handbag that I'm using at the moment is from Strand Bags. And I use it for, as a backpack too, but especially when I have to push. Poor mum couldn't walk at the hospital, and so I actually got one of their wheelchairs and I had to wheel her around. So it was really handy having one of these because you can just put it on your back and you've got your hands free. So this one has got the straps, but it has got this little flap area, and it has got 2 slip pockets as well as a zippered compartment in the flap part. And it is quite large. It is about that wide, so it is the width of the bag. But this little compartment, you would have to be very careful if you opened it because everything would fall out. So you'd have to be careful. I don't like that idea, but it's okay. We can live. But I like the fact that it is on your back, so no one can access your handbag because it's facing your back. Whereas mine, all the compartments are here, and so when you're walking, anyone could just get in. But I have a bag alarm on mine. You remember I have my little koala, and my koala has a little bell. So everyone says, doesn't that annoy you? I said, no, it's my bag alarm. It's my security. I'm joking. Oh, you have to go, Deb? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm sorry you have to go, but thank you for popping in and visiting. I really appreciate you. And yeah, so isn't it cute? I love it. I love the colour. So will I use this one? Yes, I will be using that for myself. When mine dies, I will go back. I think the bag I'm using I got from TK Maxx. Is it TJ Maxx or TK? I think they're TK Maxx here. I'm not sure. Anyway, you know the shop. I think you call it TJ Maxx, so we'll just stick with that, TJ Maxx. That's where I bought it, and I think it was about $50 or $60. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's like a faux leather. And I absolutely love it. Next item. I hope you do come back before I finish, Deb. You got a small backpack for Maple for Christmas. Nice. I love this backpack. I think I might have even bought, I think they come in different colours too, Laurie. They come in purple, they come in the pink, and I think they come in all black, which I didn't like. And I think they also come in black and white. Oh, here's these stickers I've been looking for. Okay, now these are, I don't know if I've hauled these yet. I don't think I have. These are UV stickers. Now, I was not happy with my other stickers, and this pack was for 100 of them. It's $21.25 now, $21.26, and they are just my Chit Chat Down Under. But the reason I bought these, now I did buy other Chit Chat Down Under ones, the little green round ones, But I found because they were the foil ones, I have had them on something. I think my brother put one on his car, and I did have one on a book, I think, or a diary. And I think I also had the stickers like this, but just the plain ones, and they were the foil, and they're just not durable. The color comes off. They were printed onto the foil, and so of course you can imagine the print comes off. But these ones, however, are really good, and I have actually taken one and stuck it on here. As you can see, my bottle is getting full of little stickers. I've also got my little fairy, and I've also got my girls trip that I went on, and this one was from a lovely lady that sent me a card. And I also have, of course, my Kuromi, and these are pen stickers, also UV. These are all UV stickers. Now I have tried them, guys. I've got them on my mug as well, as you can see. So I ended up getting this one, which is these, and I've also got just us, and I put them on here to test them, and I actually put that in my dishwasher and they don't come off. I have got them on mugs. These coasters I made have also got the UV little stickers on them, and you can, well, you can't put this in because it's plastic, but if you put the UV stickers onto a ceramic mug and you do it properly, they will not come off in the dishwasher. However, I've only used it once or twice in the dishwasher, but I do believe that if you have prolonged use in the dishwasher, eventually the harsh dishwasher tablets will affect the picture, obviously. But I have to scrape that off with a sharp knife. If you want to get this off, you have to scrape it off with a sharp knife. That's how good these UV stickers, I think they're UV DT, I think that's what they're called, UV DT stickers. But you can buy them on TEMU, and they're great. So that's what they are. They're just over 20 bucks, and I think the other ones will be in here as well. Yes, they are. And these ones I only got 24, but they were only $4.98, and that is the ones that just have us. No Chit Chat Down Under, it's just us. And I just thought they're cute. I put them on my stuff. I put them on my suitcase. I put them on everything. So, and I will be gifting some as well, because I have been looking for these. So they will go over there because I have to take some out for a gift. Next up we have, oh, okay. This one says ASSTSS, or no, A88T8. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Thanks for your trust. Okay, what is it? They're sold out. Sorry, we don't like it at all. We hate them. $6.44 sold out, but I'm sure that other vendors will have them. You have that sticker on your wall, Laurie. Oh, thank you. Is that the one I sent you with your family parcel that I sent? I think that was the older one that I had. Was that the foil one you got? Because I didn't have these then. But yeah, those foil ones, I was so disappointed. But this is a little envelope that unfolds, and inside we have journal pages, and they are all the peacock type, and they're all blue. And so they are all different types of pictures. Yeah, the foil ones. I'm sorry, Laurie. I'll have to, sorry guys, that one was upside down. But they're all different. There's no double ups. I will just put that there. I'll just make sure they're all the right way up. And these are really nice. They're very, very pretty. And I just thought I can make a beautiful journal out of these. And I'm just putting them all the right way up. So, and I'll leave the best picture for last. Your Australian family. Oh, you're so sweet. I one day will come and see you, Laurie. My Etsy? Is it my Esther? My Esther is still valid. I think I've still got 8 years, 7.5 years on that, so I'll have to come soon. and I'll have to come and spend some time with you when you've got, you know, like if I go overseas, I don't know about you guys, if you go overseas, how long do you go for? Like, we only went for 2.5 weeks when my friend and I went to America, and we did our cruise as well. And I found it just wasn't enough. We only had 4 days, 4 or 5 days in New York, and we had 4 days in New York. We had 5 days in Florida. And guys, honestly, and then we did an 8-day cruise, and then we came home. It just was not enough. If you spend all that money, and that cost me 18,000 Australian dollars for all of that. And honestly, guys, I think that's a lot of money to be spending just for 2 weeks. If I go overseas, I would like to be overseas for at least 5 weeks, because that way you get your money's worth. So, Laurie, if you're willing to put up with me for, you know, at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll come, because then I can go and see if Eric and George will put up with me for another 2 weeks. So then there's my 5 weeks, right? So, oops, you like to go for a month, Laurie? Did I just put them? Yeah, definitely minimum 4 weeks, I reckon. Minimum 4 weeks. I like to go between 5 and 6 personally, but yeah, definitely. If I come, Laurie, will you put up with me for that long? We are very close to US, so you can go over there in just 45 minutes. Wow. Yeah, because I've been to Vancouver. We stopped in Vancouver on the way through to New York. Oh, definitely, Laurie. I will definitely be crafting. And I'm not bringing any clothes. I'm just going to have my suitcase ready for all the craft stuff I'll take back home with me, eh? But yeah. So these are beautiful, aren't they? And, well, you let me know when you're available, Laurie, and I'll have to start saving. I would love to spend that long. Would you put up with me for that long, though, girl? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's real steampunk there. And there's another one. I absolutely love these. And yes, I'm going to make a journal for myself out of these. So, yeah, I love that. And they come in that little pouch, which I love. So that's the first one. I think I did buy other ones as well. So love that it all comes together. And I will just simply put on their peacock. That way I know what they are. You're only a 6-hour drive to New York. Wow. Wow, that is awesome. Okay, I have another one. I don't know which ones these are. These were $6.44, and they're also sold out. I wonder if they're the same. Oh, yes, Laurie. I can put up with you for that long. 100%. 100%, girl. Oh, yeah, they're exactly the same, guys. So I have 2 of those. So I can make one for myself and one for a friend. Next up, we have these. There's 14 in here, and they're $4.88 now, $5.20. And what they are, I think they're underwater scenes. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, well, Australians at the moment, Laurie, have been told not to go to the US because their restrictions are just so bad for us at the moment, and they're making us share. If you go, you have to show your, like, I've got an iPad, right? So they would want to see my my YouTube. They would want to see any social media, like Facebook. We have to supply 5 years worth of content for any of those platforms that we use. And also apparently we're getting searched more than others. That, like, you know, if you're from overseas, they will do strip searches on you, and for no reason at all they can just send you back home. If they just don't like the look of you, they could say you're not welcome, go home, and you've just wasted all that money for nothing. So yeah, it's not good at the moment. But have a look. These are like underwater mermaidy scenes, and they're gorgeous. There's 10 sheets, double sheets. Now, what I've been using these as is in my journals, I'm actually using these and making little, I fold them in half. Now, you certainly don't have to do this. You can cut these in half and use them as card backgrounds, or you can buy 2 packs and use one as the background, and then in the second card cut out, like I showed you. I have done cutouts and shown you how to do the three-dimensional cards. You cut out the lighthouse and then superimpose that with your sticky foam squares like the ones I just showed, and you put that on, and then you have a three-dimensional card. Now you can also buy 3 sets and do even more layers. So that's, but I'm using them as like little notebooks, and then I make a little, I get a signature of paper, couple of signatures of paper. If you don't know what that means, a signature of paper is simply folded sheets that you have sewn, and one little stack of sewn pages is called a signature. So if you want 4 signatures, you've got 4 little stacks, and then you glue them at the spine and then put them into a little book. And you could, but you can certainly laminate this. But if you are going to use this as a book, and you will be poking holes in for your signatures, you must laminate it twice, at least twice. Run it through, let it cool, and then run it through again, and that will strengthen it. And make sure that that is, when you bend it, you must score that a few times before you bend it, because if you don't, when you go to bend that, it will lift the laminate off the paper and you will see bubbles, air bubbles. So I will have to show you how to make a little notebook, but this is what I'm using them for. I'm making little notebooks to sit in my journals. So, but I also use them for pictures within the journal, but they're all different type of, like that is just so pretty, isn't it? It's like the pirate type. So I really love these pictures. I love them for doing that sort of piratey. Now that's Neptune, I believe. Maybe Neptune, is that right? Very pretty. Yes, I know that you, yes, they can ban you if you ever wrote or said anything that they don't like, especially if it's about Trump. And we just got told, get this, Trump has offered for anyone coming from Australia or overseas, if you pay $1 million, he will allow your visa application to be expedited, meaning that you're guaranteed to get in. And for $2 million, I think he said, and he's saying it's like a green card and you've got more access, and we're like, who would pay $1 million to go visit the US, really? Like, why would you pay $1 million? No, I will just go the right way and just get the visa and the ESTA and whatever else I need, because we don't need visas from Australia. We don't need a visa to visit US, but we do. I think I did need the ESTA. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? ESTA, ESTA. I don't know. Anyway, mine's still valid. I don't know where it is. I'd have to go looking for it. But aren't these gorgeous? Now, I got nothing against Trump. I am politically neutral. I don't know much about politics at all, nor do I wish to, because it's very confusing to me. But aren't these gorgeous, guys? I love them. Yeah, that's right. Same for Canadians. You can get taken anything off you, and they can search to see if you've got anything in there. Yeah. I mean, I got nothing to hide. They can look through it. I'd be happy to give them 10 years. I don't even think I've been on those platforms for 10 years, to be honest. Oh, they probably have. However long, I don't know. But yeah, I've got nothing to hide. They can look through mine. Anywho, next up. Oh, okay, we've got some stickers, guys. $2.78 now, still $2.78, and there's 3 of them. I must have bought 3. I don't know if they're 3 the same. Yeah, I don't talk politics either, or religion, or money. Okay, $2.78, and they are really cute. They're like the old-fashioned. Do you remember these phones, guys? Some of you young ones won't know. I used to love those phones. And you know, if you were entering a competition, say online on the radio, if the radio has a competition going and you know their phone number and you know that the competition line is going to be opened anytime soon because they've got a competition running, you can dial, say it's a 8-digit phone number, you can dial the 7 digits and then get the 8th digit going and just hold it. And as soon as they say, okay, the phone lines are open, you just release it and you will be the first phone caller. That's how a lot of people did it back then. That's how they did it. Oh, this is cute. Look, there's a little birdhouse. That's a little rose. Now, these are really cute. I love these for journaling. They're really old-fashioned. That's really cute. I love these. Love the butterflies. Really do. Yeah, it is really sad the way the world is, Jacelia. That's why I treat people with respect. I treat people the way I want them to treat me. And there's no need to be nasty. And, you know, if you don't involve yourself in other people's affairs, the world would be a better place, honestly. Because there's enough trouble in the world. Isn't that one beautiful? Now, I remember when I had a little, what they call in Holland, they used to have this little, like a little book that you get your friends to sign, and we called it a pussy album, which means pussycat album. And I know they had them here in Australia for a while too, and so, you know, you have your friends put a little thing in. And I remember back then, when I was doing mine, I think, what was that thing called? The little girl with the cupcakes, what was that called? They had a TV show with it. I can't remember for the life of me what she was called. And she had like patchwork clothes and really pretty old-fashioned clothes and pretty hair and little hats on her head. And I can't remember what she was called. Oh, and I used to have those stickers. Used to have them. Yeah, you hated to re-enter the wrong phone number. If you had to redial and you'd have to get, you'd get a busy signal. Yeah. That's why if I entered a competition, I would always do the 7, just start dialing them and, you know, okay, that's one of the old-fashioned mirrors. And then you've got the old-fashioned little clock. We won't go through all of these, guys, because it takes up too much time. Little frame, little pieces of jewellery, little brooch. So these would be really nice with, you know, if you've got papers that are like the old style of papers, you know, the little beauty case. I remember my mum had all this sort of stuff in the 60s. I mean, you can really put beautiful little pictures, little miniature pictures of your family, do up a little thing. It's really cute, little clutch purse. That's cute. I love it. So they're a bunch of stickers, and they were, I know they're paper craft, they're not stickers, and it's called Vintage Style Journal Materials. They were $3.88, now $4, and there's 30 stickers in that pack, and they're adorable, and I will definitely use those. They would actually make a really nice journal for someone who's getting married, or even, you know, someone who's having a 50th or a 60th anniversary, something like that. That's quite cute. And it actually does say on the back, a pleasure of your company is requested for the marriage of. Okay. So retro style. So yeah, so they've even got a little example there of a marriage one. Next up we have these. I feel like I've got a hair there. I do. At least I don't get long hairs stuck in the sink anymore. I knew as soon as I cut my hair, I knew before I cut my hair, I said, you're going to regret this, girl. And I do regret cutting my hair, but it'll grow. There's 23 in here. Now I paid $7.36, they're now $7.47. And they are Flower and Plant Love Letter Series. Now you could even use these to complement these. Now these are textured. I don't know if you can see, but they have got they're embossed, that's the word. So they are, if I show you the back, you might understand what I'm saying. See how they're embossed? You can get embossing folders, I have them as well. And what that means is you put a piece of paper through a die cut machine and you put this into an embossing folder, which is a plastic folder that it sits in, but there's a pattern, there's a negative and a positive pattern on the little folder. And then when I spray the card, I spray it with a little bit of water, just very lightly, because it helps the embossing. And then you stick it in the folder, and that goes into your die cut machine. And when you pop it out, it actually, the card will have a design on it. And then you can use paints or crayons or textures or even your pencils, coloured pencils, and you can print that in, or you can just get printed paper and do that. But these are adorable. So there's another one. Now this is a mixed pack, so there's only 3 cards. So there's 3 cards and the rest are paper. So they're just paper, and there are a couple of designs. There's 2 of each page. So you get 2 of this one, and then you get 2 of this one. And so you could use these, I would use these on cards, and because there's 2, what I would do is put that as the base, and then I would cut the little bells and the little flowers out of this one and stick it on. Same here, I would cut the tulips out of this one and the leaves and superimpose it onto that with some foam tape. Here you have some lilies. I think are they canna lilies? I don't know. And these I think are roses. Oh, they're so cute. And they're also roses. And then we have, I don't know what these are. I think they're daisy. Are they a type of daisy? And then we have more roses. And I don't know what these are. I think they're, what do they call them? Is it hyacinth? I don't know. I think it starts with an H. Not sure. Anyway, so that's that. And so there's quite a few in there. And you can mix and match these. You can use some of these for the fronts of cards, and then just, like I said, superimpose them on. I will throw that in the bin. Okay, I didn't realise there's going to be a whole heap of cardstock, but that's okay. Okay, next up we have some more paper. And these were $5.19, now $5.91. Then there's 48 pictures, which means there's 24 sheets. And where's the opening? There it is. And I love these because they are old style. I love these. And they are called Waiting Flowers. And so they are just these type. And they remind me of the rock and roll era, maybe. Sort of, kind of. Is that the vibe you're getting, guys? Sort of like the rock and roll, maybe the 40s, the 50s. I think they're sweet. Anne of Green Gable type era. I love them. And I would certainly do a rock and roll theme out of these. Maybe. Definitely 60s vibe. I would make a little notepad out of that. Just beautiful. I wish I could find dresses like that. I think they're adorable. Again, I would make a notebook out of that one. They're so pretty. That's another notebook, I think. But yeah, so aren't they gorgeous? Such pretty little pictures. I love them. And we also have stickers. 2 packs of stickers as well, and they're the same. Love that. Is anybody still there? Because there's no more comments. I haven't had any comments. Come on, guys, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's everybody doing for the rest of the weekend? I know it's Friday for you guys. It's Saturday here, and it's 10:15, so we've been probably an hour. Have we been on an hour? I think. Okay, next up we have, oh, these are adorable. These are $4.71, now $5.02, and they are 16 sheets, so 8 sets. And no, there's 16 sheets, so these are like the cottage garden type, or Peter Rabbit, Brer Rabbit, that type of thing. Oh, you're on the phone with your mum, Laurie. Say hello to your mum. Okay, there's 2 of each. So there's 8 designs. Aren't they cute? They're gorgeous. Oh, aren't they lovely? I love these old animals. Now, I remember these as being pictures on cots. Do you remember the old cots or the white baby furniture? And they used to have these little pictures on the drawers. I remember that. I remember that. They're adorable. These are like Peter Rabbit. And it doesn't say what they are, but they do look like that sort of theme. I love it. Love, love, love them. Aren't they cute? Oh, they're cute. They're really nice. And these ones, I love this little mouse. I love the little mouse. Cute. So again, I will make some notebooks out of them, and I will also, because there's 2 of each, I'm actually going to do the superimpose. Now I will show you, maybe I will do some cards with those, and I will show you how to do them. If you're interested, let me know, and I will certainly make a video for you on how to make those. And that will be good. Next up, I've hauled these before. And these are $13.03, now $12.92. There's 160 pieces of paper in here. You're back again? Oh, thanks, Deb. I'm glad you could come back. Okay, now these are a little pack. There's 160 colours in here. And they are simply little pearls, little bubbles. Let's have a look, shall we? We'll open it up. Have a look. And I have used these on quite a few journals now because I loved them so much I bought them again. But have a look. So this is the sort of thing you're looking at, and there's all different colors, different designs, and there's 160 to choose from. So they're all different patterns, and they're lovely colors. They're the pastel colors again, and yeah, I just love them. Some of them are like marbling, some have got pearl, some are like swirls, some are like satin sheets, some are like mosaic even, some look rude, like that looks like a satin sheet. And yeah, I love them, just beautiful colours. Beautiful, beautiful colours. 160 sheets, and they are the perfect size. Now this, if you added another centimetre onto the width of this, that would be the width of my journal. That's how big they are, and that would be the 4-page journal. Now if you are interested in making a journal, if you're new to my channel, I have got full tutorials on how to make 3-dimensional cards, on how to stamp like a pro, how to make 4-page journals, how to make barrel pens, and all that sort of thing. So if you're interested, just put in my search bar when you go into my videos, put in full tutorial, and all of those art and craft videos should come up. I would imagine. I haven't searched it myself, but I think that's, I went back to all my videos and put full tutorial in the header of all of them, in the title. So when you put full tutorial, all of them will come up. Okay, this item was $7.45, now $7.84, and I think I have ordered one of these before, and I like it. And it's exactly the same material as those clothes brush, so you could use it as that. You could use this as a clothes brush. It's exactly the same as that. However, what this is, it is a, I'm not going to open this one. If you want to see how this works, I have hauled this in one of my last TEMU packages. And what it is, these just simply, that hooks into there, and then that one hooks into here. Hang on, that would be, yeah, so that's the top. That's the middle, that goes there, and then that one hooks into there. And then there's your handle. It's got a little eye on there so you can hang that up. And this end, which has a little bracket type thing, that simply slides into here. And then on here you can see two little holes, little wrinkly holes there with plastic. And what that's for is if you have a chucks. Now I'm going to show you just with a tissue, with half a tissue. Ugh. Get her skirt down. Okay, so half a tissue. So what you do is when you have that material, your chucks, you sit that over here and then you fold both ends over. Now I'm just going to show you like this because I've broken the tissue. You simply use your finger and you push that into the hole like so. So you can imagine this is your chucks, and you also do it to the chucks on this side. You do the same, and then it will hold your chucks in place. And this is actually for windows. So I got it for doing my windows inside, and because it's got that nice little brush there, I'm going to wet that and I'm going to put a chucks over it, and I will be able to definitely get my windows done. I bought this as a backup because I loved it so much, and I will be using my other one, and I will simply put on here what it is. Window brush, and it's got the extension, so I will simply put that on there, so and I can pop that away, and that way I will know what it is. So I will pop that over there. Next up we have, oh, it's a pair of shoes. You agree, do you, Jacily? They do look like that, don't they? You're getting snow. Whereabouts are you, Jacilia? I have not seen snow since I went to Tasmania in, well, that was 11 years ago. 2013, I think. 2013, I think we went. And Jack was only about 10 years old. And the snow was already melting, so we saw the end bits. Now, this is an example of, see how they come out? Now, that would annoy the absolute bejesus out of me. So what I do, now these are size 40, so they are probably too small for me as it is. I don't think these will fit me, guys. They're too small. I think they're going to be too small. I don't know why I bought a size 40, because I like size 41 in these. But that's what I would use that thick tape for. I would simply put strips of tape down, and then I would fold it like that, and then you simply slide it without getting it stuck on the bottom, and you slide it all the way into the toes, then hold it down and release it, and then you simply pop that in, and then it will be stuck in there, and then it won't come out when you pull your foot out. But I love the colour. I will try them on later. I don't think they're going to fit. They might. We'll see. But they're those nice ones that breathe. They look like a Sketcher. Now, Skechers are about $200 or more. And I can't afford them. I'm not going to buy them. Well, I could afford them, but I choose not to. But I'm going to try these and see how they go. But they're cute. I like the colour. I hope they fit, because my black ones are getting a little bit worn. So yeah, let's see how they go. Okay, we're getting to the end bits, guys. There's another pair of shoes. I don't know why I bought size 40 though. These are the ones I currently have, and no, these ones are. These are only slip-ons. What size are these? These were $13.04, now $18.29. Did I tell you what the other ones were? No. They're on the floor now. Again, it's the same brand as the other ones, and again, that comes out. So I will have to stick them in. Can't see what size these are. It doesn't say on the bag what size they are. Does it? Size 40. Why am I going 40? I normally buy 41. Oh, you got to go, Laurie? Oh, thank you for popping in, Laurie, and sticking around and having a chat with us. Love you guys. Say hello to your family. Stay safe. and we'll talk soon. Love you, girl. And she says to say goodbye to everyone. She has to go. I hope your mum's okay, Laurie. And these are simply black, and they are half cut, and they are like a net, and they are half cut off, so they're slip-ons, and I love that. That's easy for me. Being fat, it's easy for me to get my shoes on and off. Last item, guys. Last item. Oh dear. And look, only one of the shoes had that in there, did it? Maybe the other one. Little feet, little puffy things. Oh, that can go in there. This item was $21.22, now $23.45. And what is it? It is a, oh, they're knickers. Ugh. I'm not showing them. I will show you the colours, but I'm not going to show you the knickers. They're the big fatty boomstick briefs, as you can imagine. But I will show you the little, I have bought one of these in the past. It was a random, they had 5 or 6 different colours, and it was a random, and I thought I was buying a 5-pack because it said 5, and I thought, okay, that's a pretty good price, 5, but it was a random one. This time I checked to make sure that it was a 5-pack, and I'm just going to show you the designs of each one. So this one's one colour, so it's the beige. Now, what I like about these undies, and the reason why I bought more, is because I don't like the elastic that sits around your legs because it annoys me. So these have got no elastic and they're flat. There's not much stitching there, and that's why I like them. So there it is in the purple colour. And then we have, oh, they're just beautifully cut. I love them. And they have got the thick band on the front. Okay, this is the next colour, is a blue. It's sort of like a gun barrel grey, I guess. You live in Pennsylvania. So whereabouts is that in the US? Is that east, north, south, west, middle? I have no idea. What capital is it near? Okay. And then we have this green colour, and they're beautiful. I love the prints. And I just did my washing, which is a shame. And then there's also a black pair. So they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I love that they're really big. I will probably bring these to Melbourne, because when I travel, I like to have new undies in my suitcase. And as you get older, I think when you're young, you have little bikini briefs, and then you get older, you have the full brief, and then when you get really old, you have the tent brief. But there's the 5 colours, guys. So they're lovely. I love those. I really love those. They will be going in the wash. So that is my haul. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. Laurie, I hope your mum's okay. I hope my mum's okay. So I will be spending the next Monday and Tuesday with her, and more hospital visits, more tests, more results. So see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for popping in. Don't forget to give thumbs up. And I don't know if you can hype my videos yet. I don't think you can. But thank you to all my new subscribers. I have received a few new subscribers. So I hope you will stick around and remain in our little lovelies family. You're all my lovelies. And I will try to get more content up. I will do another card video, maybe with those little cards that I just showed you. I may do a little tutorial on how to do these. And we will use those card packs that I did. So I'll try and get that up. I will try and do another TEMU haul. I have got quite a few bags accumulating over there. I will try to do another TEMU haul in the next couple of days. Maybe, what's today? Saturday. Maybe Wednesday. I might be able to do a video Wednesday. So I will see you then. And have a great weekend, guys. Remember, treat each other with respect. Treat people the way that you want to be treated, and be kind, be nice. It's a nice world when we do that. And always remember, guys, I will see you next time when I'm staring straight back at you. Thanks for watching. Now I've got to get up and walk past all this stuff I've put in my way. Oh, and also, guys, remember, I have got a taste test coming up with the guys, and it's going to be a big one. This is all lollies, and this is all chips and crackers. So I may have to break them up and do 2 videos. I may do the chip one with the boy, no, I might do the chip one with Nikki. I don't think she likes the lolly ones. I'll have to ask her which one she wants to do. Anyway, I may split them, I may not, we'll see. I'm trying to get the 3 boys set up for this, so we'll see. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you all, and see you next time. I've got to get up and come around and turn you off. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you popping by. Bye for now.